Hello and welcome to Diary of the Businesswoman. I'm Christine.
I'm Charlotte.
And here we're going to talk about leading a meeting.
Ooh, it sounds so fancy, doesn't it?
We've both been chairs.
I have, yes.
Yes,
We have. Are
okay.
you currently a chair?
I am.
So what is a chair?
What's a chair? It's a leader.
It's the leader of a meeting.
It could be a leader of a club.
Yeah, true. Chairperson.
And we call them chairs.
Chairs.
No,
Chairs.
So not chairmen anymore.
No.
Or chairwoman.
Women.
We're
chairs.
just chair. So yes, I am currently a chair of a club.
Funny name.
Chair.
Yeah,
well, I suppose at one point you would have sat in a specific chair.
I see.
So chairman. Yeah. So it's quite weird. I agree with you.
So
So the role of a chair, what is the role of a chair? It is to lead the meeting, but actually to also, for me, I like to be the one who prepares the agenda, but in a lot of meetings it can be a secretary. But the role is that they would work together to put together an agenda.
Yeah.
Sometimes what you would do, and what a good thing to do is, as part of your engagement with the people who are coming to the meeting, is say to them, are there any items you'd like putting on the agenda?
So this is all the prep beforehand.
Absolutely.
And it does then lead into a concise meeting.
Yes, concise, focused meeting.
Yeah, because
that's what your agenda is about.
Exactly, we'll have headings of those different
areas
you need to discuss, whether that's
And the preparation should also include sending out any reports beforehand so that people are not reading them in the meeting. You want them to have pre-read the reports so that in the meeting they're commenting on the content of the report if necessary.
Yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it? I think a huge role of the chair is to be engaging.
I agree. It's to engage the people who are in the meeting.
Hopefully meaning you can break up the talking with other people.
Absolutely.
If you're just talking, people will get bored of your voice. I know, my lovely voice. Who would ever get bored of that? It happens.
It doesn't just have to be your voice, though.
Exactly.
It can be other voices within the room where they start to take over the meeting. I was at a committee meeting last week and I had to keep breaking it and saying, please, can we keep on?
And that's a very important role of the chair, to, when discussion's happening, just bringing the focus back, carrying on with the agenda, because people can, and they want to go at 10 a.m. when the meeting is scheduled to end. That's when they want to finish. So you want to keep to time, keep discussion on topic as much as possible.
The other thing you can introduce as well, if it is time sensitive, is what I called a timed agenda. So each point has a time allocation to it.
Whoa, that's organised.
Yeah, it is. It works really, really well.
Yeah, but you're right.
Many years
ago. Having some order.
Yeah, I was on a committee and item 4 on the agenda. So there were 6 items inevitably on the agenda. And item 4 was one of the most important. And so we'd get to the meeting, it was a committee with subcommittees, so the subcommittees were all making their reports. The reports weren't distributed before the meeting, so then they were making verbal reports, so people were making notes about that. When it came to item 4, this used to drive me insane, and this will you. The chair of the meeting would say, "Ooh, ladies, EastEnders will be on in 15 minutes, and I know you want to get home for it." How patronising and sexist was that? So I wrote to him,
although true for me,
and said, please, we never get to item 4, which is one of the most key parts of it.
Yeah.
Could we A, distribute the reports beforehand?
Yeah.
B, make a timed agenda?
Yeah.
And C, make item 4 item 2? On the agenda. I don't think he was madly impressed. He made some reference to it in the next committee meeting but didn't do anything about it, so I left the committee.
Fair enough.
Because it was just a waste of my time, I felt.
And you need to respect people's time.
Yes, you do.
You need to respect people's time. So yeah, having some order to the meeting, that is your role as chair, is to just make sure things are.
And one part of engaging as well, when you've got an important topic, is to open up the table for comment, but you will notice that some people won't say anything. So one meeting I went to, which I thought was really excellent, we had a really important thing to talk about. People had made comments on it. He pulled it together, and then he went round the table one by one and said, do you have any more comments to make? Do you? And I thought that was excellent, because the quiet people who felt overwhelmed by the loud people, not pointing to anybody in particular, can feel overwhelmed and not able to voice anything.
So
and this is you invite them to voice.
Yeah.
So these are our tips.
Yes. And keep minutes.
Yes, absolutely. But don't necessarily make it you who's doing it.
Oh, no, don't chair a meeting and do minutes, although you're bad for that.
I know.
You're really bad for that.
So the role of the chair is to put together the agenda. Obviously, this is assuming the meeting has already been organised. Put together the agenda, invite the members of the meeting to give their thoughts about what should go on the agenda, but make sure you put it out in advance. Send out any reports or information that needs reading through before the meeting so that it can be commented upon in the meeting. If it's time sensitive, do a timed agenda which tells you how much time you're going to allocate to each of the headings on the agenda. Make sure you engage with everybody and give them their voice.
Ooh, beautiful.
Top tips.
And that is Diary of a Businesswoman.
Yep. See you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.